All right, good afternoon, Toastmasters. All right, thank you. Little backstory to this. Last year I did my icebreaker, and I think some of you guys were here. I thought it was an amazing speech, beautiful, masterpiece, if anything. But I heard a lot of complaints by some upperclassmen saying that it wasn't a good icebreaker because it was supposed to be about me. It's supposed to be about my story. So I was totally crushed. So I went through some training over the summer, and I came back with a vengeance. So this speech is properly titled, Here's That Speech That You Asked For. All right, let us begin. 7 years ago, or about 1819, I'm not really good at math, a legend was born. In 1996, I was born to two parents from Haiti, and they actually came from Haiti and kind of awkward. My mom kind of married her way into citizenship, but still became a fully United States citizen. So after a couple years I spent, my dad wasn't really around because, I don't know, you should ask him if you find him one day. My dad wasn't really around, so I kind of grew up with just a mom, and my older sister ended up being my dad. She used to beat me up all the time, all that little elderly sister stuff. And as I was growing up, my mom always told me that I was into the military. And I used to ask her, like, what do you mean I'm into the military? And she said ever since I was 3, I used to ask her to buy those little toy soldiers, those little green men that you see. And I don't know about y'all, remember if y'all were young playing with toys, but I had some epic battles with those things. Like, history was made in my backyard, basically. So growing up, I just kind of played with little video games and stuff like that, little military toys. And growing up, I just had this desire to join the military. And I went into elementary school, just a regular kid. Middle school was kind of tough on me because apparently kids don't like fat kids. I was around, I think the highest weight I got to was about 260 pounds, and I was in freshman year of high school. And it was kind of basically getting tortured, getting picked on daily in middle school. And things started really to change my freshman year of high school when I joined this thing called JROTC. And really what it was this organization, I know all you guys know it, it's this whole military civilian thing where they try to train you to become better civilians. It's really just advertisement for the military, I think. But it really started to help me change because I was a weird, awkward kid. Everyone thought I was annoying and stupid, all that stuff. But it kind of changed me. That was the first time I got a good, big group of friends being in that organization. And basically going up through that organization, I got fitter, I got funnier, as you could tell. It basically really helped me. And that just strengthened my reason to want to join the military. So as I grew up, around 4 years, I joined this thing called the Raider Team. The Raider Team was kind of like the Ranger Challenge team that we have here. It's like all this motivating, whole Army stuff, shooting and all that. We didn't really do shooting. We just did rope bridge across rivers and stuff like that, a lot of running, a lot of little obstacle courses and stuff like that. And those are my brothers. The guys that I was on that team with, we were all cool with each other. We actually made it to nationals twice, back to back, but we failed 2 times because little penalty stuff, all that. And I just remember growing up and realizing how I am today. I wouldn't be how I am today if it wasn't for my JRTC experience. I know a lot of civil guys make fun of them, call them J-Rotty Nazis and all that mess, but personally to me, it gave me a positive outlook on life. It made me a lot better and helped me becoming the man that I really want to be. And after all that stuff I did in high school, I came here. That's a quite an epic point in my life. I came here around CSI, and I was just amazed at the system. It was crazy. I was getting treated like crap, which wasn't used to having a female in my face making me feel like I'm like this tall. It was actually magnificent knowing that people just in a year could change in so much. So I actually liked the system and decided to enroll into the school. And I know you guys are experiencing it right now. Knob year was really tough on me. It was just a lot of BS things that I didn't think was necessary, but honestly learned a lot of lessons and all that. And during that time, I decided to join the National Guard because I always wanted to be an infantryman. Always wanted to see how it was like to actually be like the grunt, live that grunt lifestyle instead of just going to officer. So over the summer, I went through basic infantry training. Also, it basically took over my whole summer, so I only got a day of summer. But I learned a lot. I learned how to use weapons. I shot a live rocket launcher, which there's actually a video out there of me shooting it. It got kind of viral in the military community on Facebook, and a bunch of their parents were actually making fun of me, moms calling me a pansy and all that. It's kind of funny. Learned a lot, did a lot of things in that, and a lot of things that I learned is that sometimes that when you're in charge, you can't just be the authoritative figure that just yells at barks at orders and just tells people what to do all the time. Sometimes you have to use different style of leadership to get your point across and to have people follow you. I'm actually glad here, Ms. Lou. I heard him say one time while I was at CSI, you were one of my CLOs, I think, that's how they call him. You said one time that you hated J. Nazis, and one of the pre-nobs was like, why? And you told him, do you know what influence means? And it's influence, and I know you don't know this, it's kind of deep coming from him, I was surprised myself. He was like, it's influence. Influence is getting people to follow you, not by your rank, just by your demeanor, by how you are as a person. Because a lot of times, which he was right about in JRTC, a lot of times they'll just throw rank and, oh, do this, why? Because I outrank you. His point was that you could be able to be a good leader and be able to have people follow you just based on the type of person you are. And just a lot of lessons that I learned throughout my sub-military career, being part-time military, National Guard, being CSI, kind of trained me a little bit. And going through Citadel, hopefully become a better man throughout this whole experience. Even though it's a lot of BS we have to go through as cadets, and obviously you'll understand all the BS you're gonna have to go through this year. And that's about it. That's my little story. So whoever wanted this, here's the speech you asked for.